So hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give out a list of all the PSM updates. Trust me, we have a lot of updates this time, so I'm just trying to compile all of this and giving you out. The PDF of the same would be available on my Telegram group, and the link to the Telegram group is in the comment section. Okay, so let's start. So as you can see, there are so many updates that we are going to discuss today. Almost 27 updates with everything latest I'm going to talk about today. Okay, so now I have prepared the entire presentation, so you just need to follow and just listen out to it, and you'll be good to go for your exams. Okay, this is important for the upcoming NEETPG as well as UPSC exams, guys. So look at the first one, Anemia Bharat. Now this is a very important expected MCQ. It is now 7 into 7 into 7 approach. So earlier it was 6 into 6 into 6. Now it's 7 into 7 into 7. They might ask you what is 7, 7 and 7. So the first one is 7 beneficiaries. Earlier it was 6. Now what is the new category of beneficiary added? So as you can see, children 6 to 59 months, children 5 to 9 years, adolescent 10 to 19 years, women of reproductive age group 20 to 49 years, pregnant females, lactating females. This one is the new beneficiary, which could be asked. Low birth weight 0 to 6 months. Moving ahead, as you all know, there are also earlier there were 6 interventions. Now we have 7 interventions, guys. Okay, so look at the interventions. This is an old one, prophylactic iron folic acid, supplemental deworming 10th of February, 10th of August, intensified year-round behavioral change, which is using a new strategy that is known as test, treat, talk and track. So now we have T4 strategy. Earlier it was a T3 strategy, test, treat and talk. Now we also have one more, which is track. This you could expect as an MCQ. Moving ahead, testing using digital methods and point of care diagnostics, which is an old intervention. Mandatory provision of IFA folic acid fortified foods, addressing non-nutritional causes of anemia in endemic pockets. This one, guys, eating right approach. This is a newer intervention. Eating right approach, which means promoting diversified iron-rich diet and daily habits. So that's the 7th intervention, which you have to remember. Plus, you have to remember this strategy, which is T4 strategy, and what does the T stand for. Moving ahead, we also have 7 institutional mechanisms now. So I've just put down a list of it. It relies on inter-ministerial coordination, particularly with Ministry of Health, Family Welfare, Women and Child Development, also education, national, state and district level strengthening, robust supply chain management for IFA and deworming drugs, biannual testing and treatment in schools and Anganwadi centers, convergence with village health sanitation nutrition days, peer-to-peer community engagement via Jans Chetnas. These are all forms of community participation, guys. Strengthening monitoring, evaluation and digital tracking using unified AMB portal. So basically now everything is digitally linked, and these are the apps that we would be using, converging with the Janani app. You'll be seeing in the Janani app also, RBSK 2.0 portal and UVIN portals. Okay, all this I will be discussing again. So please remember the first update, 7 into 7 into 7 strategy is now 7 into 7 into 7 is for Anemia Mukt Bharat. You should remember who's the 7th beneficiary. You should remember what's the 7th intervention, the T4 strategy, and also the 7 institutional mechanism. Moving ahead, look at the next one, very very important, Samagra Sishu Bal Swasth Karyakram. So you all know this is a new intervention which has integrated the existing home-based newborn care and home-based young child care into a single platform. So basically it is focusing on complete care in the first 3 years of life. This is what you can expect as an MCQ. And also we'll be focusing on a risk stratified model over here, like low birth weight, SAM children, premature children. So what is to be done for them? At-risk newborns, 9 home visits have to be made within 42 days of life. At-risk toddlers. Toddlers are 1 to 3 years, so 8 extra visits up to 36 months of life. And who can make the visits? You know, home-based newborn care was particularly by ASHA. Here it is by ASHA, community health officers. Community health officers are basically BSc nurse. After nursing, they can also become BSc community health mein they can do. ANM and Anganwadi, all of them can do the visits. Well baby sessions on village health, nutrition and sanitation days. Also Shishu Shivir at Ayushman Arogya Mandirs. That's for the wellness of the children, for early childhood screening. Digital records would be maintained with ABHA IDs and Bal Asha IDs. Okay, so this is very very important. Again, Samagra Sishu Bal Swasth Karyakram. You should remember what they have integrated in this, and it is a care which is focusing up to first 3 years of life. Moving a couple of things more, there are child tracking applications which is going to be used under Samagra Shishu Bal Swasth Karikram. It could be asked separately also. So after this, you will see a Janani app. Okay, that has all the maternal history and delivery details of a child's mother. Okay, then you also have a UVIN portal. I've told you it's real-time immunization schedule. Basically, it's an online immunization card, basically 2 to 5 years old. So we'll have all the immunization data on UVIN tracker. On the UN app. Then you have a Poshan tracker, which is being currently used under Poshan 2.0 by the Anganwadi workers, which tracks the nutritional status of children. And we also have a RBSK 2.0 portal, which is for early intervention and referrals. Now you will see what is RBSK 2.0. What are the new inclusions now in RBSK 2.0? Okay? So this is the UN app and this is the Poshan tracker. So everything for the child to see that whether the child is growing well from birth to 3 years, we're going to link it with all these child tracking applications. They could be separately picked up as questions also. Okay, moving ahead, I told you will be seeing a Janani app, guys. So this is the Janani digital platform. First of all, what's the full form? Journey of antenatal, natal and neonatal integrated care. Okay, it's a digital platform that tracks a woman and her child across the entire continuum of care, from pregnancy to delivery, postnatal care, newborn health, everything, right from pregnancy till the newborn health. This could come in your exam. Sehat ke saath every step of care is a tagline of which app? So this is the Janani app. Okay, it's also linking with other platforms, UVIN and Poshan tracker. You just now saw everything for a child is being accessed digitally while via all these apps. UVIN portal हो गया, Poshan tracker हो गया. Okay, moving ahead now, very important, another initiative, Suman roadmap 2030, guys. We have a Suman roadmap 2030. Now what is Suman roadmap 2030? So we all know there was an original Suman. First of all, Suman kya tha? You know, it's a maternal health initiative. The name was yes, the name was Suman Matritva Ashvasan. Okay. One second. Yeah, let's continue. So I got a call over there. Let's write it again. Okay. So there was a Suman roadmap 2030. So basically, Suman is Surakshit. Okay. For a moment, I also got कि Suman ही लिख रही हूँ मैं दोबारा. Yeah, it is Surakshit Matritva Ashvasan. Take a hope. And I've taught you before also, we have a Suman Charter Service Guarantee Scheme. So originally it was launched on 10th of October 2019, but now we have a Suman roadmap, which is 2030 has been launched till 29th June. It has to be it was launched on 29 June under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and it is falling under the framework of RMN CAH plus N, which is reproductive, maternal, neonatal, child, adolescent health and nutrition component. Aim is to transform and strengthen maternal and newborn healthcare and accelerate progress towards SDG 2030. So what was SDG 2030? You know that according to SDG, we want to reduce maternal mortality to less than 70 per 1 lakh live birth. So now even Suman is focused on that. Reduce maternal mortality ratio. Okay, here it is MMR written, which you've already discussed also, below 70 per 1 lakh live births by 2030. So now this has also become the target of our Suman initiative. Okay. Always remember this key points. They could give you like what was written over here. Okay, ये जो key points है ना, the key highlights, I've written it here. Life cycle approach, so it's integrated care, focused care right from pregnancy till delivery. And you know, women up to 6 months postpartum are also a part of this scheme. Okay, 4-stage high risk pregnancy we focus on. That means early identification, tracking, timely management, safe delivery, follow up and complication management. Targeted actions, so we are focusing 13 high focus states are basically a part of this. And also Jan Bhagidari, this could be asked. Jan Bhagidari is nothing but examples of community participations through panchayats. And the most important thing that you could be asked is, it is in alignment with the target of SDG 2030. Okay? So Suman 2030. Now, very important, we have Rashtra Bal Swasth Karikram 2.2. Just wanted to give out one very important point over here, guys. This was officially launched on 3rd of May. Key features are that you have already studied the services before, okay, the diseases that were covered before. Now the scope has expanded. We are targeting 38 total health conditions, where we've also added non-communicable diseases, mental health and behavioral concerns. This could come in your exams. Okay? Also, you know, know, TB and leprosy screening is also a part of this now. TB and leprosy screening are also part of this. These are again important: NCDs, mental health and behavioral concerns. And you all know it retains and builds upon the 4Ds: detecting defects at births, diseases, deficiencies, developmental delays. Plus, we have a digital integration now. We have introduced digital health cards and real-time tracking system. So we also have a RBSK 2.0 ka app. Okay, so it is a real-time tracking system. Everything is digitally accessed now. Covers children, you all know, 0 to 18 years. What you could expect is that now we have almost 38 health conditions which have been included, and what they are, you should know about it. Okay. Moving ahead to the next thing, yeah, this just wanted to revise, guys. There is, you all know, there is a National Health Digital Mission. Every data is digitally connected now. So there's a Ayushman Bharat health account also. It provides every individual with a unique digital health ID to securely store, access and share health records across healthcare facilities. If you're living somewhere and you go somewhere else, you can access your details under this app. Okay, so you should know about this. And this is that now all the data is digitally linked, guys. Ayushman Bharat digital link, digital mission. This is the logo of ABDM. Okay, don't write the logo of Ayushman Bharat. In logo of Ayushman Bharat, you just have this one. Okay, so just keep a note of this. Okay, now let's talk about TB. A lot of initiatives have come up for TB, guys. Look at this one. This could again come, this beautiful picture of a woman over there. So her name is Khushi. You had Sapna for leprosy awareness, you had Meena for child's right, now you have Khushi. AI chatbot, she's an AI chatbot for TB awareness, also called as Aapki E-Sangini. So what is it? It's an AI powered interactive chatbot launched by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare to integrate directly into the TB Mukt Bharat app. You will also see there's a TB Mukt Bharat app. Khushi has been integrated. She's a very integral component of TB Mukt Bharat app. Okay, what is she doing? To support TB awareness, treatment adherence and community engagement. Basically, those who can't read, write, who don't understand, so there's a bot who's guiding them. Okay, and this was launched on World TB Day, which is celebrated on March 24. So now it's available in multi-language. Speaks 12 local Indian languages, allows talking instead of typing. You can talk to the bot, easy answers. Okay, it reminds you of your medicine. So pills alarm, clinical finders and helper link is also available. So just know this image as well as this Khushi AI chatbot is for TB awareness, and this is an integral part of TB Mukt Bharat app. So this is the TB Mukt Bharat Abhiyan, you all know, under which we had the concept of Nikshay Mitra, right? We want to accelerate the TB elimination. For that, the TB Mukt Bharat had come into existence. So now we also have an app which was also released on 24th March only. Okay, so this includes the key features of the app is, we just discussed Khushi, AI chatbot Khushi, that offers 24/7 multilingual guidance on symptoms, nutrition and side effects. It's also sending out treatment reminders. It's sending out real-time GPS to navigate patients to the nearest health facility to take them there. Nikshay Mitra support. Nikshay Mitra is to adopt TB patients as friends, and it also has a provider dashboard. Okay, so this again is important. Moving ahead, you all know there's a regimen, BPAL-M regimen, which is bedaquiline, pretominid, linezolid, and moxifloxacin. The indicators for BPAL-M regimen, guys, is please remember MDR and RR. Because for pre-XDR and XDR, the person is resistant to moxifloxacin. Us case mein, it is only BPAL. Here it is BPAL-M. Also, those with confirmed pulmonary TB and all forms of extrapulmonary TB except TB CNS and osteoarticular and miliary TB. Plus, it is being given to patients more than 14 years of age only and not to pregnant females. So, people who are less than 14 years and pregnant female, the regimen was bedaquiline, delaminid, ठीक है, linezolid, levofloxacin, clofazimine, ठीक है. This is bedaquiline, all right. This is bedaquiline, this is delaminid, ठीक है. And this one, if you talk about, this is linezolid, this is levoflox and clofazimine. Okay? And the duration of BPAL-M regimen, you all know, is 6 months. So every detail about this is to be known for your exams. Please remember, bedaquiline is contraindicated in people who have, a history of ventricular arrhythmia. So that could come as a conceptual MCQ for you. Okay, another quick short update. So for drug sensitive TB, WHO came up with a regimen which was a 4-month regimen which is being given to individuals more than 12 years, 2 HPGM and 2 HPM. Isoniazid, P stands for rifampicin, pyrazinamide, moxifloxacin. Please remember, this is not adopted in India. Okay, this has not been adopted in India. In India, for drug sensitive TB, we are still going to follow 2-HRZE. Okay, yeah, for India we're still going to follow 2-HRZE and 4-HRE. Okay, so that you already know. I mean, we don't need to repeat that. We in India we follow the 6-month regimen. Clear? Okay, moving ahead, there's something also that you must know about, guys, the adult TB vaccination. So look at this adult TB vaccination. It's right now on a it's right now on a trial basis only, what are the eligibility criteria for that? Adults with history of TB in the last 5 years, age more than equal to 60 years, BMI less than 18, close contacts of TB, diabetes or tobacco use. So you could be asked eligibility criteria for adult TB vaccination. Contraindicated, of course, in immunosuppressed people. And the question is, how are we going to track these people? So eligible beneficiaries are identified through headcount surveys that are being conducted by ASHA workers and ENMs and then registered on the TB1 platform. So just like you and we also have TB1 platform that tracks vaccination and follow-up. Okay? So this you should know. Moving ahead to the next question, everybody, is next update is a leprosy mukt bharat 2023 to 2027. We want to eradicate leprosy by 2027. Okay. Also, I hope you remember, this is a symbol of a patient. Okay, over here the hand that you see. So these are the strategies under the program, basically, and this shining, this ray of sun, ray of hope bolte हैं इसको. ठीक है, this is the MDT. So under Leprosy Mukt Bharat, we have something known as ASPLS, very important, ASHA-based surveillance for leprosy suspects to find and report cases at grassroots levels. Moving ahead, we also have a NICUSH 2.0 portal, which you know it's for surveillance for leprosy patients. Preventive measures have been introduced, post-exposure prophylaxis, single dose of rifampicin has been given, but that single dose of rifampicin is, please remember, contraindicated in pregnancy, and also children below 2 years. So you could get that also. Plus financial assistance we are giving now rupees 12,000 for rehabilitation surgeries. You should know this. Also another update, what are the targets? See, right now, you know that leprosy is eliminated from India. I hope all of you know leprosy is eliminated from India. And we always have to maintain a prevalence rate of less than 1 case per 10,000 population. New case detection rate that we are finding should be less than 10 per 1 lakh population. Grade 2 disability rate less than 1 per 10 lakh or 1 million population, and cure rate more than 90%. This is important, guys. Please expect it in your NEETPGs. And the current national leprosy prevalence is 0.57. Plus, ये term आ सकता है as well as particularly a term given for ASHA-based surveillance of leprosy subjects. Okay, so that is important. Okay, moving ahead, another elimination, Kala Azar elimination, we want to eliminate in 2027. And इसमें जो elimination target है, everybody, the elimination target, that is the same as leprosy, less than 1 case per 10,000 population. And a very important point is that this target has already, India achieved this target in 2024. Okay, it reported less than 1 case per 10,000 population. So now we have to maintain this for 3 years, and then we might get the status of Kala Azar eliminated. Even we are targeting filariasis elimination by 2027. Moving ahead, there's a National AIDS Control Program, guys. So we all know there's an NACP 5 that runs from 2021 to 2026, guys, where we want to reduce the annual new HIV infections by 80%, AIDS-related death by 80%. Look at this one. Eliminate vertical transmission of HIV and syphilis. They could give that as an option. HIV and syphilis is what we are targeting on, not any other disease. Plus, everybody has a universal access to quality STI RTI services, and also we want to eliminate HIV-related stigma and death. This could come, all are components of NACP 5. Then there was one thing, guys, you all know that torch infections got updated to scorch, this thing, where S Particularly, we've given syphilis high importance. ठीक है, elevated awareness due to raising congenital cases, rising cytomegalovirus. Other agents would also include Zika, malaria, HIV, rubella, toxoplasmosis, chickenpox, herpes simplex. Now, you could get a question that under NACP 5, guys, we are trying to include hepatitis B also. But right now, if the option says HIV, syphilis, hepatitis B, you can mark that. But if it does not say, if it simply says HIV and syphilis, that will be your priority. Okay? Okay, moving ahead, you all know there's a Mission 8 Suraksha also, which is launched under the NACP program, which wanted to attain HIV control by 1st of December 2027. And now we have a 95, 95, 99 strategy. Please remember, 95, 95, 95 strategy is under USAID, guys. Yahan pe it is 95, 95, 99, which is 95% people living with HIV know their status, 95% diagnosed patients receive ART, and 99% of those on treatment achieve viral suppression. That is Mission 8 Suraksha. And under this, we came up with, the government has come up with something known as Suraksha Sankalp Karyashala, where NACO established the high priority district into 4-tiered systems. You have Surakshit Plus district, Surakshit districts, Saksham district, and Sangarshil district. So what is Surakshit Plus? It is that all of 95, 95, 99 targets are achieved, plus zero transmission of mother to child transmission of HIV, syphilis. Here we have hepatitis B, but mandatory HIV, syphilis dual testing is being done, not hepatitis B. Okay, we want zero mother to child transmission of hepatitis B, but we're doing a screening for HIV and syphilis. Surakshit districts kya hota hai? All of 95, 95, 99 achieved. Saksham is only 2 of 95, 95, 99 targets achieved, and Sangarshil is that more than equal to 1 out of the 95, 95, 99 targets achieved. This please expect in your NEETPG exams. Okay. Moving ahead, you also have something known as Sayana Press, guys, which is a new self-injectable, contraceptive, everybody. So India included the self-injectable subcutaneous injection Sayana Press, goes by Antara Subcutaneous, in the basket of choice under National Family Welfare Program. This is also medroxyprogesterone acetate, which is like 104 milligram ka dose hai, 0.65 ml subcutaneous suspension. And Sayana Press is self-administered, guys. So women can choose between Sayana Press, which is self-administered, or traditional provider-initiated Antara injection. So this is the difference. Antara is 150 milligram intramuscular. This is Sayana Press, 104 milligram. Pre-filled single-use device, subcutaneous in thigh and abdomen it is given. Okay, frequency is every 3 months. Here it is every 3 months, that you know. This is healthcare provider. This is provider or self-administered after training. Sayana Press can be taken 2 weeks before scheduled due date and 2 weeks past the due date. Antara, guys, we can take it, Antara can be taken 2 weeks prior the due date, and according to the NHM guidelines, it can also be taken 4 weeks past, up to 4 weeks past the due date. Okay, that I have discussed as a separate question also. So you should know about Sayana Press. ठीक है, क्या करूँ? Okay, next update, that's also important. So there's an NCD roadmap which has been now extended from 2023 to 2030. This is a global action plan to control NCDs. All right, global action plan to control NCDs. Now over here, certain targets have been updated, guys. If you look at this, targets updated are NCD mortality, insufficient physical activity, and harmful use of alcohol. So NCD mortality reduction, earlier it was different, now it is 33%, and reduction in insufficient physical activity, if you see, it is 15%. Earlier it was 10%. And alcohol, earlier it was 10%, now it is harmful use of alcohol, 20% reduction. Rest everything is the same. Salt reduction by 30%, tobacco use by 30%, okay, drug therapy and counseling to at least 50% population, raised blood sugar control by 20%, reduce it by 20%, and provide essential medicines and technologies to almost 80% population. So what I wanted to share over here was the 3 updated things that you need to know for your exams under this plan. Okay, moving ahead, there's been update by the ACOG on cervical cancer screening guidelines, guys. So we all know that cervical cancer screening guideline may now self-collected HR-HPV is introduced. If somebody can self-collect it, but if that is negative, then it has to be repeated in 3 years. All right, now we all know 21 to 29 years a pap smear can be done, everybody, every 3 years, but from 30 to 65 years we are focusing on co-testing with HPV plus pap, okay, which can be repeated every 5 years. Beyond 65 years it is not needed. Of course, certain exceptions are there, like anybody who's immunosuppressed HIV positive female, they can get it done. Okay. Other than this, there's a nationwide cervical cancer vaccination campaign which has been started. This I've discussed in the other slide also, which we're going to just have a look, okay, in a while. All right, then you all know that WHO had proposed a elimination strategy for cervical cancer, where it wants to achieve an incidence rate of less than 4 per 1 lakh women. So you could be given these by 2030. What are the targets WHO wants to achieve? 90, 70, 90. 90% of girls should be fully vaccinated with HPV vaccine by 15 years of age. 70% of women should be screened with a high performance test by 35 and 45 years of age. And 90% of women identified with cervical cancer, pre-cancer stage, they should receive treatment, and also the cancerous stage. So you could be given 90% here is vaccination, this is screening, and the other one is treatment. Okay, this can come in your exam. Cervical cancer के लिए screening का cervical cancer के लिए what is this by WHO. Okay, also there's a national wide HPV campaign in India that was started from that was launched on 28th of February, guys, from Ajmer, Rajasthan, and the beneficiaries are girls 14 years of age or who were turning 15 within 30 days of launch. Strategy is a 90-day intensive campaign followed by inclusion ultimately in the UIP. And what is the vaccine that is being given everybody? So you all know killed Gardasil vaccine, quadrivalent. It is effective against HPV 611 and the more dangerous type 16 and 18, plus a single dose 0.5 ml would be given by intramuscular injection in the left upper arm. It will be administered only at government health facilities with a written parent or guardian consent. Okay? And all of this will be registered in the UWIN portal. This one is also being registered under UWIN portal, and it is under Swasth Nari Sashakt Parivar, Swasth Nari Sashakt Parivar Abhiyan. So you could get any question regarding this as well. Okay, coming to one initiative, I won't say exactly this is an update, but students have a lot of confusion here, so just wanted to discuss this. There is something known as Mission Shakshan Manganwadi and Poshan 2.0. Okay, so what are included under this? So this is an integrated nutrition support program by the Government of India, which is aimed at eradicating malnutrition. Okay, and we want to improve the nutritional status of pregnant female, lactating mothers, adolescent girls, also children 0 to 6 years of age. And how are we targeting that? We want to reduce stunting and malnutrition in children by 2% every year, and anemia in women and children by 3% every year. This could be a question. Under Mission 2.0, what are the existing schemes that have been merged? So one is Poshan Abhiyan, ICDS, and Scheme for Adolescent Girl. Scheme for Adolescent Girl was Kishori Shakti Yojana. They are now all under Poshan 2.0. Okay? There are core verticals of Mission Poshan 2.0. Of course, it's under Ministry of Women and Child Development. So we are focusing on nutritional support, providing supplementary nutrition, which was being done in ICDS centers. Early childhood care. For children 0 to 6 years, we are trying to provide them education, non-formal preschool education. Plus, there's a concept of Saksham Anganwadi, which is under 2.0 only, where we are modernizing the Anganwadi, equipping them with better facilities. And of course, there is a Poshan Abhiyan. Okay? So this could come. The components is, the target audience is again children. We all know 0 to 6-year-old children, pregnant females. Also, we are targeting adolescent girls. फिर एक word आ सकता है पोषण भी पढ़ाई भी. So we are trying to give Poshan, that means early childhood care, nutrition and education for children aged 3 to 6 years in Anganwadi, because it has incorporated the ICDS also under it. Okay? Nutritional focus, see, promotes diet diversity, millet consumption, and sets up Poshan Vatikas, Nutri Gardens for accessible, fresh and affordable produce. Okay, other than that, everything is digitally linked now. So what is the app that we are using over here? Poshan Tracker. I made you see the image also. Plus, we celebrate Rashtra Poshan Mah. Okay, Rashtra Poshan Month. Maha is month, which is celebrated every September. So you should know about Poshan 2.0 and Saksham Anganwadis. Okay. All right. Last but not the least, you know Q dengue. It is India's first approved dengue vaccine. It is also known as TAC 03003. Now TAC because it's been discovered by Takeda Pharmaceuticals. Remember, it's a live attenuated quadrivalent vaccine which is effective against 10-1, 10-2, 10-3, 10-4. Dosing regimen, it's given in 2 doses, 0.5 ml subcutaneous route, 3 months apart. Okay. The age recommendation can be given to individuals 4 to 60 years of age. And most important, we don't need a pre-screening. It can be given irrespective of past dengue infection. So this you could expect in exam. Earlier we had CYD, TDV vaccines, but this one is important, Q dengue, which is India's first approved vaccine for dengue. Okay, now census 2027 is the first ever digital census. Under the census, this is very important, the mascots, Vikas and Pragati, guys, they are the mascots and they are an indicator. They are showing no gender bias. Okay, they are showing no gender bias. We have a male as well as a female enumerator. And you all know this is the first ever digital census under Ministry of Home Affairs. It's being conducted in 2 phases. Phase 1 is house listing and housing census. Okay, where we are looking at the housing conditions and all, and phase 2 would be population enumeration. Okay, this you can just go through. It has 4 digital tools, guys: house listing blocks, create a web application, an HLO mobile application, self enumeration portal, and census management and monitoring system portal. More important would be that it's the first ever digital census and about Pragati and Vikas. Okay, moving ahead, some latest demographic updates according to SRS 2026, which was released in May, guys. The current crude birth rate is 18.3 per thousand mid-year population, with the highest in Bihar, lowest in Andaman Nicobar. That you can see yourself. CDR 6.4 per thousand mid-year population, IMR 24 per thousand live birth. MMR, please have a look, 87 per 1 lakh live birth, highest is in Uttar Pradesh. ठीक है, under 5 mortality rate is 29 per 1000 live birth. NMR is also 19 per 1000 live birth. See, IMR, under 5 NMR, everything is highest in MP. Natural growth rate of India is 1.19%. Sex ratio at birth is 978. So some latest values that you should know. Plus you should also remember, guys, global hunger index. Although I have taught you this many times, currently the global hunger index, which is given by UNDP, India is having a score of 0.685 and India ka jo rank hai, that is 130th out of almost 193 countries. Okay? Moving ahead, you all know NFHS 6. So we have completed 6 rounds now. 6 rounds completed of NFHS. Okay? On 29th May, this was released. And please remember that what information we are not taking, which we are taking till the last time, anemia estimates will be sourced from a dedicated ICMR survey. Earlier, we used to collect the data on anemia also, but now it has been excluded. Okay? These are certain findings that might be asked for you, like full immunization coverage. I would expect exam mein aa sakta hai. Okay? TFR. See, now TFR, please remember, TFR currently according to SRS, okay, according to SRS is 1.9, but according to NFHS they point towards 2 only. But if somebody asks you, you will follow this one, okay, 1.9. Couple protection rate has now increased to almost 69%. So these are some of the values that maybe come in your exams, but most important is you need to know that NFHS has completed 6 rounds now. Okay? And it is also under the International Institute of Population Sciences, guys, which is where this is in Mumbai. Okay? Moving ahead, guys. Okay, this is the first chikungunya vaccine, although it's not been approved in India. It's just you should know the name IXCHIQ. It is a live attenuated vaccine which we can reconstitute with distilled water. Doses 0.5 ml intramuscular injection given more than 18 years. And clinical trials have shown that it is producing antibody protection in 99% of recipient. Okay? It will be given typically to travelers and individuals at high risk of exposures such as lab workers at least 30 days prior to potential contact with the virus, but it's not being used in India or anything. Okay? Okay, some World Health themes, guys. World Leprosy Day is 25th of January. Leprosy is curable. Real challenge is stigma. World Cancer Day, ठीक है, दैट यू शुड नो. वर्ल्ड ओबेसिटी डेज हो गया, वर्ल्ड टीबी डे यू कैन रिमेंबर, एंड वर्ल्ड हेल्थ डे, टुगेदर फॉर हेल्थ. ओके, दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड इट्स नॉट स्टैंड विद साइलेंस. ओके, टुगेदर फॉर हेल्थ यू कैन जस्ट रिमेंबर दैट एज वेल. वर्ल्ड मलेरिया डे, driven to end malaria. World mental health day is celebrated on 10th of October. That is written that prioritize mental health and workplace. World AIDS day, rethink, rebuild, re-rise. That would be the theme for this 2026. Okay, so that's the update, guys. I know there are a lot of updates. Please go through it. You shall find the PDF on my Telegram channel also, guys, which is Dr. Neha's Community Medicine. Dr. Neha Community Medicine. Please check out this channel. I have also written it in the description link for you to take and to use it. And also, guys, please remember, daily quizzes are being held on my Telegram channel at 9 p.m. every day, based on whatever is latest and trending in PSM. Okay, what you can expect in exams. So remember, what did Sir Abdul Kalam ji say? Winners are not those who never fail, but those who never quit. Please don't be worried, don't be too anxious. Just strategize before you make any, before you start your day, and I'm sure you're all going to get through. So thank you so much. Bye bye, have a good day.